in a cowboy and a dreamer.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. That song is out everywhere if you wanted to listen to it on the car ride. Maybe you're traveling along I-65 along with the song, chasing stars. That one is out as well. So I've got one more song here for y'all. Yeah, my main goal for 2024 was to finally get some music out there and, you know, finally express all the things that I've been writing down and working on. And I've have an amazing group of friends that support me, and they also happen to be musicians and producers and writers as well. So that's just another plus to it all. And we've been working on my music for a couple months now. And so this last one I'm going to do for y'all is actually coming out next week. So if you want to listen to it, you can. And it's a little bit about, I mean, as long as I could remember, I knew I wanted to move to Nashville and pursue country music songwriting. And I thought, I'm going to get out of my hometown. I'm going to finally be in the place that I belong. These people don't get me. And then as soon as I got here, it was like, oh, crap. Where am I supposed to fit in with all these amazing people, all this amazing music and writers and all the things around me? I freaked out for sure. And many phone calls to my parents back home telling them I got to turn around, and they told me absolutely not, and to pick up my guitar and just write what I'm feeling. And that's exactly what I did, and I'm so grateful that they turned me away, believe it or not. So grateful for that. So that's what this one is a little bit inspired by. You know, not thinking I'm supposed to be somewhere and then getting there and feeling like it's not the place. It's a little bit inspired by that, along with the tragic tale of Tammy Wynette. So I've inspired both stories into this song, and it's called Hometown Tragic Queen. I hope you like it. My name is Hannah Geyser. Thank you so much.
Hometown tragic queen, hunting down wildest dreams. There's nowhere left to go. The wind is taking her mind, hoping they don't mind her kind. Too far north of the line. Ooh. The air is dry and stakes are high. She knows how to put up a fight. Too far from the mountains, too close to the sea. She can't help where she comes from, but she'll sure make you believe she's the hometown tragic queen. Mississippi's up in her bones, but she's drowning out her very own. Booze and the pills were all she could thrill. They all left her name, glorified her sick days. They didn't know they were digging her grave. Ooh. The air is dry and stakes are high. She knows how to put up a fight. Oh no, too far from the mountains, too close to the sea. She can't help where she comes from, but she'll sure make you believe she's the home hometown tragic queen. They all knew she couldn't win this world. They all knew the pain it was. Hometown tragic queen. Hometown tragedy. Too far from the mountains, too close to the sea. She can't help where she comes from, but she'll sure make you believe she's the hometown tragic queen. Oh. Hometown tragic queen. Hometown tragedy.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. My name is Hannah Geyser. This has been an absolute blast.
Give it up for Hannah one more time. Hannah from Indiana. Guys are like Yellowstone, right?
Yeah.
Woo!
Exactly.
Speaking of Yellowstone, hey, Yellowstone. That'd be good. Okay, so we're going to have a little bit of a set change here, and then stay where you are. But if you want to get hot tea, you can. I'm pretending it's winter. All right. And if you haven't done so already, go ahead and follow us, like us, and subscribe. The YouTube page is Delgado Guitars. Everything else is Music Maker Stage. And I'm Julie Delgado. Sign up for a newsletter. I only blast you twice a month. Very cool singer-songwriter spotlight shows just like this. And we're going to support these artists tonight, so make sure you check out their music and listen up to the information later on of where you can find their music. And it looks like we have some LPs over there. Can I say LP? Yeah. So we got the merch. I have a brand new shirt. I have to brag. I got a brand new shirt down there, Music Maker Stage. It's very cool. Thank you. I made that myself. And I got a cool banner too. All right. So stay where you are. We're going to get Alan up here. Are we?
To have and to hold from this day until your blood runs cold. Here I am, bought and sold, for no one. If I could do it again, I'd swear in the end before it began that I've not been a friend to no one. They say don't bite the hand that feeds you, I bit mine. I'm paying now for things I didn't do. The love you gave is gone, and I just don't know why. Trust me, babe, I would not lie to you. 'Cause if I can't hold it in my hands, watch it sifting through like sand, your promises don't mean much to no one. So now, as in the end, forget my name before we begin. Close your eyes and pretend you are no one. I'll open that in a minute. Thanks, y'all. Lately I've been thinking about leaving, packing my bags and head out on my own. Just ride on. Take a little time, I figure. Just a little more time, I figure I'm gone. Just ride on. Baby, someday I'll be a star. Then I'll know just how lucky you are. Always something better just down the road. My burden gets heavy, I'll just lighten my load. Like a cowboy in some western movie, right from town to town, let nothing get to me. Ride on, just ride on. Smoke my cigarettes and drink my whiskey. Do it quietly so no one will miss me. Ride on, just ride on. Baby, someday I'll be a star. Then I'll know just how lucky you are. Always something better just down the road. My burden gets heavy, I'll just lighten my load. Baby, someday I'll be a star. Then I'll know just how lucky you are. Always something better just down the road. Burden gets heavy, I'll just lighten my load. Lately I've been thinking about leaving, packing my bags and head out on my own. Thanks, y'all. Man, this is a trick bottle I got here. I spent most of COVID sitting on the couch trying to learn how to finger pick, or thumb pick rather, and so I wrote this song. I guess it's been a couple years now, but in the midst of COVID, I learned how to do it, so I wrote a song. About 2 hours to sunset from where I'm standing now. Miles and miles of regret, plans that all went south. Over mountains we did travel, and done things we can't undo. Watched our world unravel and lay the blame on you. Oh, Carolina, I swear this world ain't got nothing on you. Say nothing couldn't be finer. Well, I've found that to be true. But sweet Carolina, I swear you just left me Carolina blue. Ain't nothing new, I've been singing the blues since the day I met sweet Carolina. I came in about 10:30, looking for something to do. Stuck here with you and it's 2:30. Guess I got nothing to lose. I've been here for days. If I don't change my ways, I'm bound to end up like you. Oh, Carolina, I swear you just left me Carolina blue. Blue, blue, blue. Ain't nothing new, I've been singing the blues since the day I met sweet Carolina. Oh, Carolina, I swear this world ain't got nothing on you. Say nothing couldn't be finer. Well, I've found that to be true. Sweet Carolina, I swear you just left me Carolina blue. Ain't nothing new, I've been singing the blues since the day I met sweet Carolina. Been here for days. If I don't change my ways, I'm bound to end up like you. When the end comes, I don't know where we're all gonna go. Just hope that you'll be there too. Thanks, y'all. Tune this thing real quick. Skitty might get mad at me. Thanks for coming out and listening. And my record's actually not coming out until February 28th now, but I have some here if anybody wants one. Really proud of it. It's the first record I've done that I've just had my name on. My fifth record, all total, but I think, is that right? Maybe six, I don't know. This song is going to be on volume 2, basically, coming out maybe, I don't know when, but anyway. How blue can one man be? Looks like we're gonna see dark as the night falling on me. No deeper blue there ever be. So if I pass you by, don't ask where I've been. You don't want to know why. We don't have to pretend. No one knows kind of struggle it's been. Now 'cause of you, the bluest blue I've ever been. So how blue can one man be? Looks like we're gonna see dark as the night falling on me. No deeper blue there ever be. So when I pass you by, won't ask where you've been. I don't wanna know why. We don't have to pretend. No one knows the kind of trouble we're in. Now 'cause of you, the bluest blue I've ever been. So how blue can one man be? Looks like we're gonna see dark as the night falling on me. No deeper blue there ever be. No deeper blue there ever be. Thanks so much, y'all. My wife and I live in Franklin, North Carolina, and just east of us and north of us, and just got really devastated by Hurricane Helene, and it's been hard to really focus or concentrate this week. We were even considering whether we were going to come. Well, I'm really glad to be here and grateful to be here, but just a lot of loss and a lot of sadness and a lot of. We run a little grocery store and we source from the area, and we just can't count the number of farms that have just been washed away and the homes that have been washed away. And but I wrote this song years ago after 9/11, and it felt like a similar sort of sadness and tragedy, and I just kind of thought of it. But it's called "Words Won't Do." I tried to sit down and write you a song, but the words just came out wrong. What more could I say to you? Somehow my words just won't do. Well, I'd like to ask a few questions of you. Answers are long overdue, and I so solicitously do wait for an answer from you. And if there's no heaven above, no hell below, waiting for us, why do we fight like we do in the name of love, in the name of you? Well, I don't intend to assign any blame. These things were done in your name, for made in the image of you. You know it act like we do. And if there's no heaven above, no hell below, waiting for us, it seems that our choices are few. Did you create us? Did we create you? Well, I don't intend to assign any blame. These things were done in your name. Thanks so much, y'all. I'm gonna switch guitars real quick. Yeah, I think so. Ready? I'm gonna be.
Gonna get a little up close and personal. It's all good. It's all good. Don't be scared. Okay.
I'm a little
So
scared.
if you want to sit, you can sit.
All right.
All
I
right.
might stand. I've been sitting all day. I might just stand.
Okay. And then you want to
Yeah.
be on this? Okay. All right. So here at Music Maker Stage, we get up close and personal. All right. So my first question is usually, how'd you get to Nashville? But since you're in North Carolina, I'm going to change it to, How'd you get to North Carolina?
Man, that's
So your backstory a little bit and how you started in music. What's your musical journey?
it's a long story.
I know.
but
It's a loaded question.
I started playing music, I guess, in the mid-'90s in Lynchburg, Virginia, and gravitated south. Grew up in Georgia, ended up back in Athens, Georgia, and I started playing in a band called Chocolate USA that had just signed to a label out of New York, and we lived there for about a year in Athens, and then all relocated to New York. I lived up there for about a year playing with them, and then left that and moved back to Virginia and started playing just solo in Virginia. Did that for a couple years, and I moved to, my brother was living in Atlanta. I moved to Charlotte. He moved to Charlotte with me, and we started a band called Lou Ford in the, I guess the mid to late 90s. My timeline's mixed up, I'm
It's
sure.
okay.
I'm old.
We're forgiving here.
But yeah, started a band called Lou Ford with him. We put out our first record in 1997, 98, and it was kind of before. I know there's some publicity people here, but it was kind of before. We didn't really promote it at all. It just kind of took off. People started writing about it, and it ended up in Europe, and people were writing about it in Europe. Thanks, Skitty.
Hey.
Skitty was there for part of it.
Very good. So you're a rambling man, sounds like.
Yeah,
Get right
I've
up on
been-
that mic
yeah,
so
I'm
we can
sorry,
talk to
yeah.
our friends at home.
I'm better at playing than I am talking. So.
It's okay. It's all good. So did you have a family member that was, do you have a musical family? Is that how you started?
No, I grew
playing
up in
and-
church, I guess, and being forced to go to choir, and I always hated singing, but I learned, I just observed, I guess, and then when it came time.
Well, you're good at it. Now
Thank
you
you.
love it,
Thank
right? So tell us about songwriting a little bit. What's your process? Do you do a lot of co-writing over there in North Carolina, or are you solo?
I have never co-written in my life, honestly.
Oh, wow.
I have
Welcome
one,
to Nashville.
All right, I know, it's really bizarre to me to hear about these co-writes and
We're
stuff.
going to make you do it right now.
The
I'm
whole
just kidding.
songwriting thing, and I played a thing over at Jane's Hideaway last year. It was a songwriter round, and I guess I approach songwriting a lot differently than most people that I see and know. And for me, it's always just been a very personal thing, and it's something that if I have something to get out, I get it out. And I've never approached it from the point of I'm going to sit down and try to write a song now. It's just kind of come out, when it needs to come out. And
Right.
yeah,
Artistic.
I guess.
Yeah. Yeah,
But,
not commercial.
yeah.
So I saw some records over there. And you're saying you have one that's going to be officially released in February, but it's actually here tonight, so
It
they can
is,
look
and
at it if they
It
want.
is. You can have it if you want. But, but I
You can get it. Where can we hear your music? Is it on the platforms?
So,
Your website?
so Lou Ford, we have 3 Lou Ford records that are on Spotify and Apple Music, all the platforms. And then I had another band in the 2000s with my brother called the Louder Milks, and we have 2 records that are also on Spotify and such. And then thanks, Skitty.
Well, cool. So we'll look that up. And tell us your website again. I don't have it right in front
I
of me.
think it's aileyedwards.com. Is that right? My wife can help me with that.
aileyedwards.com.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. So we're going to do a little game. Put you out in your misery. So this is musical this or that. You can't say both and you can't say neither. You got to get on that mic. Okay, ready? Springsteen or Sinatra?
Oh. Springsteen.
Yeah. Ella Fitzgerald or Barbra Streisand?
Oh, definitely Ella Fitzgerald.
U2 or the Rolling Stones?
Rolling Stones.
This is rapid fire. REM or the Talking Heads?
Oh, I have to choose. on that
Yes.
one. Yeah.
Can't say neither, can't say both.
Talking Heads.
Go-Go's or the Bengals?
Oh, the Go-Go. Well, I don't know about that one. I'll have to think about that one. Can
Come
I get
back to that.
to you on that?
No do-overs. Okay. Kiss or AC/DC?
Oh, AC/DC.
Dan Fogelberg or John Denver?
I think I got to go with John Denver on that.
That's a sad one.
Yeah.
Woody Guthrie or Pete Seeger?
What do you got?
Joan Baez or Joni Mitchell?
Oh, Joni Mitchell, I think. Yeah.
Okay. Slow dance or swing dance?
Slow dance.
Strings or brass? tea or coffee?
Coffee.
Okay. You passed. You passed. Okay. All right. We got to hear more music. Yes. Give him a hand. I know it's torture. Okay. We got to hear more music. Go for it. Alan Lee Edwards.
All right. Me too. This is also on the record over there called Mostly. I miss the Georgia pines, red clay, and better times, the sound of a train coming through. Late night on a long dirt road south of no north, I've known this night is long overdue. But mostly I just miss you. The things that you distinctly do. Sometimes the taste's in the proof, but mostly I just miss you. So tonight I raise my glass to memories of those who passed and left my heart filled with regret. One more to drown the pain, I'll take one last shot again to wash away all I have left. But mostly I just miss you. The things that you distinctly do. Sometimes the taste's in the proof, but mostly I just miss you. But mostly I just miss you. The things that you distinctly do. Sometimes the taste's in the proof, but mostly I just miss you. I miss the Georgia pines, red clay, and better times, the sound of a train coming through. Late night on a long dirt road south of no north, I've known this night is long overdue. Thanks, y'all. I've been allergic to the music industry for years, and I played a show in Charlotte one night, and a guy that I've known for years, manages a lot of bands that you would know, and he's never, well, that's beside the point, but he came up to me after my show, and he said that if all your songs are serious, they won't believe you. And I'm like, what the hell do you mean by that? And I thought about it for a long time after I asked my wife, what do you think he meant by that? And my songs tend to be, emotional and come from real places. And I decided after he told me that, I'm like, I'm going to write a non-serious song. And so my wife and I were driving down the highway one day, and we saw there's a house and these goats tied to a tree. And the rope was just long enough so the goats could get out to the edge of the highway. And they were mowing his yard for him. And I thought it was the coolest thing I'd ever seen. And I've seen it a lot more since. It's a thing out where we are. But we don't have goats. But so it kind of inspired me. I asked Hannah if she saw the goats on ropes, and I just like struck up some inspiration. I wrote it down in my book, and I was working on a song at home, and I opened it up, and that's the first thing I saw was goats on ropes, and it turned into this song. And as my friend Amanda, who sings with me sometimes, likes to say, this one turned into a serious song too. So I failed at my efforts, but anyway, goats on ropes. There were goats on ropes, eating the lawn out by the highway. It was right in my sight. On my way here to you, she was there by my side. Didn't see it my way, I swear. There were goats on ropes on my way here to you. Well, I know some folks that don't see things the way that I do. It's alright, 'cause I might get your point of view if I was wrong all along. Well, buddy, I'd sure tell you, and I will cling to the things I know to be true. There were goats on ropes, eating the lawn out by the highway. It was right in my sight. On my way here to you, she was there by my side. Didn't see it my way, I swear. There were goats on ropes on my way here to you. There were goats on ropes, eating the lawn out by the highway. It was right in my sight. On my way here to you, she was there by my side. Didn't see it my way, I swear. There were goats on ropes on my way here to you. Thanks so much, y'all. This song is called South of Silva. And like I said, we live in Franklin, North Carolina, and just above us is a town called Silva. And we lived in the city for years and moved from Charlotte out there about, I guess it's been about 8 years ago now. And shortly after we moved out there, the eclipse came through. We were right in the path of the eclipse, and we went to a brewery to watch the eclipse with some friends, and I was drinking beers like I normally do. Went home and had some rum, and woke up the next morning, and I haven't had a drink since. And I don't know what. It's kind of an accidental sobriety, but I'm glad to say I've been sober for 8 years now. I don't know, really. I can't give you any advice on how to do it. But I wrote this song sort of about that. I've been down on the losing side of town. Same old place on the same bar stool. Put a quarter in some country western band was singing songs about me and you. Where have all the good times gone? Where's the life I should have known? out here wandering on my own, just south of Silver. Guard your heart, this life will tear it apart, leave you holding nothing but your shoes. Where you been won't matter much to them. Strike the band, this one's for you. Where have all good times gone? Where's the life we should have known? Just out here wandering on my own, just south of Silver. And so tonight, with that neon shining bright, we'll raise a glass to them that never knew the peace of mind to know tomorrow will be fine, and them that do to know it's theirs to lose. Where have all the good times gone? Where's the life we should have known? Just out here wandering on my own, just south of Silver. Thanks, y'all. This record that I have, I started the process of making it back before COVID, and had sort of the beginnings of a record, and then COVID happened, and I got bored with all of it and just scrapped it all. And so when COVID was over, I put a band together, and we went in the studio and made that record. But in the process, we have a songwriter series at our store called Yonder in Franklin, and my wife and I were doing commercials at this little country radio station down in a town below us to advertise for it. And when the artist would come through, I would, try to find the best song to put in the commercial. And he's become a friend. Dalton Mills from Chattanooga came over and played, and I was listening to his CD, and I came across this song, and it just really hit me. And I looked it up, and I thought, that's got to be a cover, and looked it up, and he wrote it. And so I started playing it, and then decided to record it, put it on this record. And in the process of that, I've been working with John Wood, who is just a hero of mine, and produced just most of the great records in the 70s and beyond. But he mixed the record for me, and we kind of corresponded through email. And this particular song he mixed, and he sent me a mix of it, and I loved it, but I thought it needed something, and I just kind of offhandedly said, it'd be amazing if Richard Thompson could play a lead on here, which he produced most of Richard Thompson's records, and I'm not even remotely thinking that it would happen. And he didn't respond to me immediately, and about 3 days later I got an email from him, and it just had an attachment at the bottom. It said Richard Thompson mix, and I had to sit down for a minute and listen to it, and it just really blew my mind. And I'm so honored that both John Wood and Richard Thompson contributed to my record. But I can't play the part that he played, so I'm just going to play the song. But it's real good. This song's written by Dalton Mills. It's called John on the Run. was always in trouble nearly all of his life, even though he had a good heart. Was born the same as you and me. His brain was a little slow to start. Well, all throughout school, he'd act like a fool, get kicked out and starting fights. They'd send him away for a while to stay, the home for the kids that ain't right. But before you go pointing your finger, what if it was your daughter or son? What if it was your brother who was maladjusted, living like John on the run? Well, he'd do his time, they'd send him back. It was a vicious cycle to see. Before you knew it, somehow he blew it, was right back out on the street. The years went by, a day at a time, and left him worse for the wear. He got a gun, said his hard living was done. Amphetamines had him walking on air. But before you go pointing your finger, what if it was your daughter or son? What if it was your brother who was maladjusted, living like John on the run? The last time that anyone saw him, he was walking in a convenience store, the gun in his hand, yelling demands. The police busted in through the door. They aimed for his head, but he lunged instead and took one straight through his heart. Some say he had it coming, most didn't say nothing. Just remember all the bad that he'd done. But before you go pointing your finger, what if it was your daughter or son? What if it was your brother who was maladjusted, living like John on the run? What if it was your brother who was maladjusted, living like John on the run? Thanks so much, y'all. I got a couple more, and we also, in the process of making this record, pressed the first record I ever did with my brother in a band called Lou Ford on vinyl, and have it over here. This song's off of that record from way back then. But this one's called "Drop Me Down." Drop me down into the water. wash my sins away. I've lived too long now with this sorrow. Come and carry me away. Take this burden from my shoulders. Shine your light that I might see. For every day my heart grows colder. Send your love to comfort me. Drive me down into the water. Wash my sins away. I've lived too long now with this sorrow. Come and carry me away. This life I have grown tired, and every day my hunger grows to live a life that feels inspired. Where that lies, God only knows. So drive me down into water. Wash my sins away. I've lived too long now with this sorrow. Come and carry me away. Thanks so much, y'all. Thanks for coming and thanks for listening to me. And I know there's a lot of other options in Nashville besides me right now. But this is my last song. This song I just wrote recently. Back at Christmas Eve, I fell on some stairs and tore my rotator cuff, and I couldn't play guitar for about 3 months, and I just couldn't hold it. And I had my record almost finished. It was a really not a very wasn't in the best frame of mind, but when I got to the point where I could play again, I sat on the couch and I was playing, and we had some bananas rotting on the counter, and it kind of inspired me to write this song. So. Say when this life is over, well, I'll be free from pain. We'll all meet up yonder on some clouds above the rain. I'll search my mind for the right rhyme to say these words to you. I'm on my way to better days. Hope to see you again someday soon. Someday soon the winds will blow colder. Someday soon we're gonna be a little older. Someday soon it'll all be over. Hope to see you again someday. And on that day I hope you're in high cotton, 'cause the fruit will soon be rotten, and we'll all be forgotten. Hope to see you again someday. Someday soon the heart'll get broken. Someday soon the heart'll mend. The truer words have been spoken. I sure hope to see you again. And on that day I hope you're in high cotton, 'cause the fruit'll soon be rotten and we'll all be forgotten. I hope to see you again someday soon. Thanks, y'all.
Alan Lee Edwards, everybody. Welcome him again. Thank you so much for coming all this way. Audience, thank you for being a great audience. Thank you, YouTube watchers out there. Let's hear it for Hope. She's our sound gal. Woo! All right, do all the things like follow, subscribe, get on the website, got a full calendar on there, and come back and see us. And talk to Alan about where to get his music. All right. Be safe. Woo!